A person can endlessly stare at three things: a burning fire, running water, and other people working. I propose adding one more item: bewitching photos of space taken by the Hubble Space Telescope. This automatic observatory the size of a school bus has discovered millions of new objects. Thanks to the Hubble Space Telescope, we've witnessed the birth of new stars, found planets outside the solar system, and seen supermassive black holes. If you somehow missed any of it or managed to forget, today's video will fix that. The Hubble Space Telescope is the most famous telescope in the world. It received its name in honor of the famous astronomer Edwin Hubble. This scientist changed our understanding of the universe, proving the existence of other galaxies. It was assumed that the Hubble Space Telescope would operate in low Earth orbit for 15 years. But April 24th, 2020 marked exactly 30 years since it started unraveling the secrets of the universe. So, the first photo is a triple solar eclipse on Jupiter. This planet has at least 79 moons. Two of them, Ganymede and Io, were captured in a unique image at the same time. Callisto is located outside the photo on the right. All of them cast a shadow on the surface of Jupiter. Scientists have observed such a phenomenon only twice in 15 years. Jupiter often falls into Hubble's lenses. This time-lapse shows the movements of the auroras on the planet. The photos were taken in the far ultraviolet range. The diameter of the area where the glow appears is larger than the diameter of the Earth. Like on Earth, auroras on Jupiter arise due to solar wind, whose particles collide with gas molecules, mainly hydrogen, and transfer energy to it. Particle streams from 3 of its moons also contribute to it. Since the magnetic field of Jupiter is more powerful than that of the Earth, the radiance here is several times brighter. And while on our planet auroras occur during periods of solar activity, on Jupiter they shine continuously. This here is a photograph of Mars taken by Hubble in May 2016. At this time, the red planet approached the Earth at a relatively close distance, 80 million kilometers or 50 million miles. Volcanoes, craters, and plains are clearly visible in the photo. In the center of the picture, you can see the Arabia Terra, an extensive hill that occupies about 4,500 kilometers or 2,796 miles. On the right side is the Syrtis Major Planum Plateau, and to the south, the plain of Hella Planitia. Also, in the picture, you can see the movement of clouds and polar caps at the poles. Now, what does this photo look like? It's reminiscent of the Eye of Sauron from The Lord of the Rings, right? This is one of the brightest stars in the night sky, Fomalhaut, a giant that is 2.3 times heavier and 6 times brighter than the sun. Around it is a disk of cosmic dust, which creates the resemblance of an ominous eye. But photography is interesting not only for this reason. See that tiny orange dot? This is a planet outside the solar system. It was originally called Fomalhaut b, but astronomers then started calling it the zombie planet. The fact is that in 2008, after the publication of this photo, scientists recognized Fomalhaut b as a planet, but then changed their minds and began seeing it as just a cloud of dust. Thanks to new observations in 2011, Fomalhaut b was resurrected, ranked among the planets, and even given a different name, Dagon. But in April 2020, astronomers again began doubting its existence. In new Hubble pictures, the planet is gone. Scientists believe that Dagon was a cloud of dust and debris formed as a result of a collision of 2 icy celestial bodies. And over time, it dispersed. Now, we've transported to the constellation Centaurus. Inside is the Omega Centauri, a globular cluster of stars. It's located 15,800 light-years from Earth and contains almost 10 million stars. Usually, stars in globular clusters form simultaneously, but the stars in Omega Centauri are at different stages of development. Most of the stars in the photo, like our Sun, are yellow and white. There are several red giants as well as blue stragglers. Omega Centauri is the largest globular cluster in the Milky Way. It can be seen in the sky with the naked eye. In this video of a stretch of the starry sky, even closer is the constellation Cygnus, and even closer than that is the Veil Nebula, an amazingly beautiful object. It formed as a result of a supernova explosion about 8,000 years ago. It's estimated that this star was 20 times more massive than the Sun. These multicolored fibers of gas, compressed by a shock wave, are its only remnants. The colored cloud of the nebula extends for approximately 110 light years. When observed from Earth, its apparent size occupies an area 6 times the diameter of a full moon. It's so large that its parts are considered separate nebulae. This video was created from a series of photos taken by Hubble over the course of 9 months. In them is the Crab Nebula in the constellation Taurus. At its center is a pulsar, a relatively young neutron star with a very small diameter, 28 to 30 kilometers, or about 17 to 19 miles. This is all that remains after a supernova explosion. The pulsar rotates around its axis at a frantic speed of 30 revolutions per second, which generates a strong magnetic field and powerful radiation fluxes. In the video, they look like waves. Here is another nebula, this time in the constellation Orion. The Horsehead Nebula is dark, consisting of very dense clouds of gas and dust that absorb visible light from other stars. The outlines of the dark Horsehead Nebula stand out against a red background. Hydrogen clouds glow under the influence of radiation from the nearest bright star, Alnitak. New stars are constantly being born in the nebula. Some of them can be seen at the base of the head. In this image is the Hubble Nebula. At its center is a hot and massive star, creating powerful gas flows. These stellar winds eventually pushed out the gas and dust over time, resulting in the nebula's intricate fibrous structures. Astronomers suggest that in 10 to 20 million years, the star will explode as a supernova, and then the bubble will suffer the fate of all bubbles. It will burst. Thanks to the Hubble, we can take a virtual tour of another galaxy. This 3D image shows the Whirlpool Galaxy in the constellation Canis Venatici. It looks like a spiral staircase. This is one of the closest spiral galaxies to the Earth, sitting at about 23 million light years away. The arms of the galaxy are almost perfectly symmetrical. Flying over the galaxy, you can see that in the center there are older yellow stars, and on the edges, young blue stars. You may not have known, but Hubble holds the record for the longest range of observation. Before you now is the constellation Ursa Major, and in its direction is the farthest away of all known galaxies. It's located 13.4 billion light years away from us. The light from this galaxy has just reached the Earth, crossing the distance that separates us. That is, now we can observe it as it was 400 million years after the Big Bang. This galaxy is 25 times smaller than ours, the Milky Way. Previously, the farthest galaxy was considered to be 13.1 billion light years away from Earth. Hubble watches not only for relatively motionless stars and galaxies, but also for fast-moving objects. For example, it was able to catch the comet 2I Borisov. It was flying at more than 175,000 kilometers or 109,000 miles an hour, approximately 420 million kilometers or 261 million miles from the Earth. This time-lapse shows a 7-hour observation of the comet on October 12, 2019. In the image, you can see the central part of the comet consisting of dust and gas. It looks like a luminous blue cloud. The streaks of light passing by are the stars that fell into the frame while Hubble was capturing the comet. By the way, it didn't come from our solar system. 2I Borisov became the second known interstellar object to pass through our solar system. During its work, Hubble has presented millions of images of space to mankind. But unfortunately, the days of the Space Observatory in orbit are numbered. NASA has suspended missions to repair and modernize the telescope. It's assumed that in 2021, Hubble will be replaced by the new James Webb Space Telescope. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell to receive notifications of new videos.